Hi everyone, I'm going to work in my art journal and I've done several pieces very colorful in my last video, so I want something more toned down this time. I'm going to use these pages from an old pocketbook. I love them because they are, when they are old and breaking apart, they are this shade of really nice brown, the pages. So I'm going to use them as my background. Now I've already cut several pieces in several sizes, so I will have interest. I could take like 4 pages to cover my page and be done with it, but then it would be boring. So I'm gonna start. I will put two pages as a whole, just so I will have coverage, and then I'm going to start gluing down the other pieces. I'm using white glue, simple white glue, nothing to it. I'm also covering the page with glue. Notice that once it will be dry, it will be a little bit more darker because of the glue, but I really like it, and it always gives a feeling like it's an old scroll, almost like leather. When I'm doing this kind of background with pages from a book, I like to put the pages, the text, each time in different direction. Another thing that gives interest to your background. Right now, these 2 pages are just to cover most of the space, so I will have easier job later. When you're doing this, pay notice that the shade of the page is different from side to side. There will always be a darker side, so if you want to play with it, go for it. If not, make sure that you are using all the time the same side. So So you see, I already have coverage here, but I want to break this big piece of paper. I want interest and pattern to my background. I keep adding glue because I really want to make sure that everything is covered and adhered. I don't know if you noticed, but it's already getting darker, the pages. So basically that's my background, and now all I have to do is wait for it to dry. There is a lot of glue here, so I'll be back when it's all dry. I'm back. So I decided not to wait for everything to dry because I'm going to glue other things on top and not paint, so I'm going for it. But it did give me time to collect some things that I'm thinking of using on this page. I've got lace trims, all kinds of them, some embellishments, fabric, all kinds of fabric. So I've just went over my stuff, and my eye caught on this flower. It was from this fabric, so I've cut it, and I'm thinking of gluing it here, and a little bit like this. All right, it seems like there's enough glue here to stick, and once it dry I will trim the excess. So I'm sticking it here, and maybe just so to be sure I'll add a little bit more glue, and of course on top, especially that it's fabric. I don't want it, if I will use any kind of paint, I don't want it to get dirty, and if it's sealed with the glue I can wipe it off. So here goes. I haven't planned on this flower, but it just caught my eye and I've decided to use it here. So next I'm thinking some lace to add to my background, like so. Yeah, just so you will know, it will be covered, most of it. This is just layering and adding interest, and nothing is planned. I'm just taking pieces and constructing something out of them. Let's try and trim it. Okay, here we go. Let's see, now I want to build some layers here, and maybe no that's, now it's playing, just playing with whatever you've got. It really doesn't matter, just have fun. Let's see. No, I really like this detail, so I need something that will be that won't cover it. Yeah, I like this one. So as you can see, nothing is planned. It is just what I can find. Going over it again so it will be sealed and also adhered well to my page. Now let's see what else do I have to play with. Maybe some of this fabric, and I like that it's frayed. Let's see. I've just cut it a little bit here, and I want to see, yeah. Yes, here, like this. Need to trim it. Here we go. I really like all these fibers. and maybe in contrast to these frayed edges, I'll go with something lacy and white. No, too much of it, too much contrast. I'm thinking, let's see, I've got this embroidery string. Where is the yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to put down a lot of string here at this area with no planning, just putting it down. Yeah. I'm trying for it to stick to the page, and it stuck to my nails. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to go over this again with glue. A lot of glue. I'm trying for it to stay put and not to drag it with the paintbrush. Yeah. And now I want some of this, I don't know what to call them, buttons, embellishment. They are not buttons, they don't have holes. Let's see. The string was just to be on the back of this embellishments. Let's see. They have a double-sided sticky tape on the back. I'll probably, when all dry, I will have to see if I need to reinforce it, but for now that's what I'm just using this. As you can see, it's trouble to get it out of the acetate, so probably it's strong enough. So I've added these butterflies, and I've got this butterfly that I've cut from another one of my fabrics. So maybe like this, and I'm introducing color into my page, which I didn't have till now, and thinking about it. Let's see if I've got something else, or I'm going with this. I'm going with this. Told you, nothing is planned. Yeah. Like so. Sealing it. And now I'm thinking, because I've put down color here, I'm going to add a little bit of color here on my flower, and just a hint of it. I'm gonna try and do it with my gelatos, because I know that they are reactive with water, so maybe they will react to the glue here that is still wet. And let's see. Now I don't want to ruin my gelatos, so let's see if I can do it like this, putting like a palette here and water, activating it, and just adding a little bit, just a hint of color to everything. So it's more like a very faded watercolor and not in your face color. And now there is some kind of correspondence between my flower and the butterfly. Yeah. That's it. I like it. Always know when to stop. If you like it, stop. So this is my page that really needs a long time now to get dry. I hope you liked it. I hope it will give you some ideas how to play with whatever supplies you have. And I'll be seeing you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments. And I'll be seeing you. Bye for now.